that woman would have gone on and on. Did she at once stop to say thank you for your help? I know you got a show to run on. See, that's that only child. Daddy can't have a cookie. Daddy can 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 have a cookie. Daddy can. She would have never stopped. And I need you guys to ask yourself. I know what she looks like. She's average, and I'm not gonna put her up there. But I need you to ask. When she had average men in her life, she always thought that she should have had different. They weren't on her level. Not ready to bring kids into. Uh, if you are an average woman and there's average guys out there, do you think average guys are gonna want to be subjected to that? Why does all this have import? Because women in the danger zone want above average. Women in the danger zone tend to want above average men. And I will tell you, guys over here, the high value guys, no, not gonna put up with that, not gonna deal with that, not at all. Not at all, not at all, not at all. But no, I will tell you what, Lady Senzo, she said I was rude. See, what you get with a lot of these women is you don't have a lot of women who are used to having a guy speak to hear a man speak. But if you listen, she's and that woman, if you're a big head, on that same show, I had a woman call into my show who called in last week, who I checked her on some stuff too. And what did she call in last week? Say, Kevin, I just got to tell you, last week you told me I'm a feminist. Call back into my show the next day. So I'm going to go ahead and let you back in because that woman joined my channel. She joined my channel. Shut up talking in the chat room. Get on the chat. Now I'm going to tell you, shut it. You can get on the show. I don't want to hear you type in the chat room anymore. You can get on the show. Because when you say I'm rude, you're going to have to justify that. I don't play that mess. Too many women just like to throw stuff around. Words mean things. So make sure you have your husband with you. If you're gonna tell me you got a husband, make sure he's there and cam ready. This is why it's so dangerous about the danger zone. You're out there like you got all the time in the world. You haven't really taken any assessments. Haven't been any self-reflective. And the funny thing is, these women who are in the danger zone tend to be the main ones calling in on topics like they got their stuff together. And then I ask them some questions like, "Why are you even on the topic? You need to get yourself together." I've called out men in the same regard too. But more often than not, it tends to be, didn't that happen a couple of weeks ago? Woman gonna tell me, you're telling average women that they can't get high value men, and I know plenty of rich men or high value men, and when it turns out that she ain't married, don't know nothing, ain't got nothing for them. Funny to me. So come on, let's get the likes up, man. We are 2,000 people in here. And, I'm not going. Yeah, the truth is always rude to black women. Thank you. Can we get the likes up, people? The truth is always rude. Who can tell you the truth, sisters? Who can tell you the truth? It's always rude. You're so used to somebody kissing your tail, that somebody who's trying to help. Why would somebody who spent 40 minutes of his time on this show, Why would somebody who spent 40 minutes of time on this show, why would you think that person's trying to, what do you think? I'm sitting there being rude? Why I need to be rude? Come on, B. Chat room's open. She had a lot to say earlier. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Had a lot to say. If you type in all caps, your message will be blocked.
Life is funny and sometimes strange. It seldom turns out the way you think. But if you want some good advice, I can offer this small wink. You'll find that
a little goes a long way. A little kindness goes a long way, ladies.
a little goes a long way for love. A little goes a long way. A little goes a long way. A little goes a long way for love.
Open up the chat room. Ask anything you want on this subject.
As to find someone with whom to spend your every day.
Here's a link right there, right above your name. I'm looking for the link to call in. It's right there.
You won't master it anyway. But know that a little goes a long way.
Where's my favorite feminist? Go ask Tiffany.
A little goes a long way for love. A little goes a long way. A little goes a long way.
A little goes a long way for love. A little goes a long way. You hear that woman sit on that room, on that phone, talk about, these are good questions. These are good questions. I've never had anybody ask me these questions before. 33 years old, and ain't nobody ever asked her these questions. All these women in her life, ain't nobody ever asked her these questions. In one session, she got more from me for free than she's ever gotten for anybody. To cologne I'm rocking today, Yulong. Armani Privé. It's a new tea-based fragrance. Hello? You're on. You muted yourself. I'm going to unmute you. Hello? Hi.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Can you see me and
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, what's your first name?
Sophia. Sorry, turns out I was using my work account, so essentially it has a different name.
No, but what are you
is,
in the chat room?
Yeah. So my question.
Hold on. What are you in the chat room?
Oh, why am I in the
No.
chat room?
What was your name? Okay, go ahead.
I
was waiting for somebody else to come in. Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, I can't figure out how to change the name.
That's all right. It doesn't matter.
Okay, but yeah, my question is how to avoid, I'm very young and I'm just starting the whole dating scene, and I'm wondering how to avoid becoming turning into that person that ends up in the danger zone. I just worry, like, with all the statistics that you've listed.
Okay. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick. First off, you have me on. You need to shut the YouTube channel off in the background, and then it sounds like you have me on Bluetooth, so there may be a delay. Brittany, unmute yourself. Hello?
Hello? How are you?
Hi. Are you B?
I'm B-Ben, yes.
All right. What's up, big head?
There you go with the big head.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to call you big head. I didn't insult you. You got a nice size cranium on you.
Well, thank you.
That means you're smart, right?
Not necessarily, but I am a smart woman, though.
Well, then it's a compliment calling you a big head. But tell me why I was rude.
Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. One, because I don't know, because I'm not in your head. I actually like your show. I just started viewing your show, and I've actually sent out your information and videos to friends and family of mine. So yesterday, when I was watching the show, I was kind of like shocked. I don't want to say like to be honest with you, Mr. Samuels, a little disappointed because I felt like you were being kind of rude to her when you call her what you call her a batch, and you're like other countries they'll be able to smack women for
Well,
talking over men.
first of all, hold on. I need you to make sure when you quote me, you need to make sure you quote it in context. See, a lot of times women just pull stuff out completely out of context. What did I say? I said in a state of nature, when a female tries to dominate a male, what would happen? She even said he'd push back. She knows what would happen. She knew she was out of place. Did you not hear that?
Yes, I heard that she oh.
If two men were talking to one another, right? Two men talking to one another, right? And you got one guy that's here and one guy that's here. And then the smaller guy starts trying to overtalk the larger guy. What do you think would happen in that situation? There's going to come a point in time where it would escalate to something physical. Yes or no?
Yes, in nature, yes.
But we're hold on, man. We're human animals. But see, men know this. Men self-edit and moderate ourselves because there is always between men, no matter where we are, a low-level threat of violence. There are lines between all men that you can't cross. Between a president, between a police officer, between a firefighter, between two guys on the street. We know that eventually we take this civilian stuff over here. But see, with women, especially Western women, we have civilized the world so much that you have so many freedoms that you can sit there and overtalk somebody that you cannot whoop their ass. Men cannot do that to men, so women are right or wrong to do that, knowing they cannot deal with the violence that comes if it happened.
So I think I've heard callers over talking be rude to you. I have.
Women are right or wrong to overtalk a man, push a man, do things that they know are rude to a man, just because a man's hands are tied behind his tied behind his back legally. But see, is that right or wrong, ma'am?
I would say it's wrong.
Exactly, and that's my point. If it was a man and he did it, there'd be a problem. But see, women can do that. I was watching a video the other day. The Chipotle thing, right? The two black women, the pregnant white woman with the gun. Did you see that thing?
No.
Okay, there's a video going around where there's a white woman pulls a gun on a black woman and her daughter. But precipitated that was this pregnant white woman standing in front of this sister, and this sister's going off on her. You're out of your mind. You push this 15-year-old girl and da-da-da. And this woman's not saying anything. This woman's pregnant. Then she got into her sister girl thing and started talking crazy and da-da-da-da-da. The guy, her husband, comes over and opens the door for his wife. And then the black woman turns to the white man who just opened the door. He said, "You don't have to be talking to her this kind of way." He didn't even engage her. And the black woman turned around and said, "You can go ahead and I'll whoop your ass too." That's what the black woman said to a man. Do you think that black woman could have really whooped that white man's ass?
Of course not.
But why would she talk to him that way? Because she knew that there's no threat of violence. And that's my point, ma'am. When women talk to men in such a way, you're trying to punk a man. And that's not cool. We see it happen all the time. So I want to So that's why I say and the point I'm getting to that over here is that's why I was saying that she knew what she was doing. So it wasn't rude that I told her, "You're being rude and you're lucky we live in a civilized country, because if we lived in a Muslim country, that wouldn't happen. We lived in some other countries, that wouldn't happen, and you know that."
Yeah, and I'm grateful to be here. But I agree with you on the examples you gave. Mr. Samuels, I totally agree with
you. You don't have to call me Mr. You call me Kevin. It's fine.
Well, that's the way. And anytime in my comments, I always write you because you're an older man.
Thank you.
But what I'm saying is, I've heard women on your show, and I've heard them be snippy and rude, and they were being rude and snippy. And however you responded back, it was deserved. But I don't want that thing. In the context of listening to her, she just seemed like she talked a lot. She didn't come off to me as trying to be rude to you. I've heard some people they were like, yes, and like I've heard
Mm-hmm.
some women and they were strictly really trying to be rude to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she still kept asking for your advice, still kept asking, even though you were saying, like, look, you know what? Nobody's gonna take you at this time, ma'am. She still kept coming. So somebody that was trying to be purposely rude to you wouldn't still keep coming for you for help. And so I think that there might have been a miscommunication,
No,
misunderstanding where
let me. Okay, go back to the phone. Go back to the call when I said, "Would you talk to a white man like this?" I asked her point blank. Would you speak to it? She's like, no. Would you talk to another? Well, and would you talk to another? I forgot exactly what I said. And she said, well, to somebody that I had respect for. No, I
no,
wouldn't
she
talk to.
said somebody I love, and I think she said she only had male supervisors. She didn't
Only
say
had
no. She
female
want to talk
supervisor.
to white. She didn't
Bottom
say she
line
want
is
to talk
this.
to white
Here's the
male
bottom
one.
line. Here's the bottom line. I'm very careful with the words I use. I did more than my level best to. That woman was on my phone for 40 minutes and would not stop.
I agree with you.
And look, at 33 years old, if she has that little impulse control, if that's how she walks around through life, no wonder. And if no one is, and apparently no one ever told her this is a problem.
I agree.
That's why she sat there and said, these questions are good. No one's ever asked me. So I find it a bit hard to swallow that you're saying I'm being rude when she sat there having her eyes open. How should a man talk to her then? How should a man be direct to a woman? And yeah, please tell us, because I'm curious to hear this one.
Well, it's again to like the point I said. I've heard people be snippy with you intentionally, and what you said back is deserved. I'm saying because like I agree with you. She's kind of all over the place and kind of that I can tell that's a personality thing. It's like maybe not take this so personally. I know you're a very masculine man. I love
It's
very
it's
masculine
not a
men.
matter of taking
So,
it personally, ma'am. I don't. If she were 23, that's one thing. She's
yeah.
33.
Yes.
She's 33, and this is a show and it's a business. I had to mute her 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
There is no mute button in the real world. I see what I think a lot of times women, you give each other the benefit of the doubt even when they act wrong. What you have not said is that woman, well, do you think the way she was behaving was appropriate?
I think she was all over the place. I think that was her personality. I'm not saying it's the best personality. I'm saying
Okay,
I don't
so I
think it
ask
was
again, do you think the way her personality, do you think the way she was behaving was appropriate?
no, she should have read the social context clue, so it was time to get off the phone.
All right, so why didn't you write that in the chat room?
Why didn't I write that she should have read?
Why didn't you? I didn't read any critiques you had of her.
Okay. Well, I do critique everybody. You just read the one about you.
I said I did not. I didn't say I did. I didn't say you didn't, but I said I did not.
Okay.
So what did you say about her?
I didn't say anything about her in today's chat because
There you go, ma'am. There you go. So again, the business owner, the professional, doing his level best to do something for her for free that she normally would have to pay for, that she could pay for, but chose not to. I told her to book a session. She still kept going. I had to cut her off. You critique me, but you have no critique for her. But now, even today, you can sit back, well, she could have did this, or she could have did that. This is what a lot of you women do with each other. You look for fault with what a man does, but you can't say, but you only when I have to pull it out of you are you finding fault with her.
But Mr. Samuel, I think you're generalizing things.
I'm not generalizing. I'm being very specific with you.
I know you're also cutting me off anytime I'm trying to make a point, and you see I'm being quiet when you're talking.
All right.
But what I was just saying, that's the way, and it could be like you said, women give people the benefit of the doubt and all those things.
Women give women the benefit of the doubt.
But I also see a lot of comments in the chat and a lot of
I can't worry about the chat room, ma'am. I'm running a show.
Well,
I can't worry about the chat room. I got a program.
Well, you worried about my comment though.
Your
But a
comment
lot of
is
people,
highlighted because you're a member of my show. I can see that because you've actually paid to have your comment highlighted. That's why your
oh,
comment was there.
okay.
So, where's your husband?
Actually, I called your show like a week ago. I told you I was divorced.
But,
Actually, call it for
no,
that's
no
what I said.
offense.
I
No,
actually
I
like
need to
your show.
let me make this for public service announcement. We content creators sleep.
Yeah.
I can't know all the people, thousands of people that call my show. Remember all that stuff.
Yes, I know, Mr. Samuel.
So I still want to hear you give that woman some critique.
Okay, so my critique of her would be she needs to kind of pause when she's speaking and kind of think before she speaks, because she is kind of all over the place. She kind of rambles. She seemed kind of overly excited for your feedback and help, and maybe again pause with that. Also, reading the social context clues of realizing she did take up a lot of time. She did keep asking questions, and she wasn't getting the hint when you kept saying, "Hey, you're over talking me." Again, that means pausing. I think like thoughts kept popping in her head. And so she was so eager to like, hey, I got Mr. Samuels on the phone. I need all the help,
Are
whatever.
you an only child?
No, I'm not the only child.
Okay. Do you know many only children?
I don't know the percentage.
Personally, do you have many friends that are only children?
Oh, do I know? No, I don't know a lot of people that are only children.
I am one, and I know lots. And that's part of the only child syndrome. That wasn't innocent what she was doing. It was manipulation.
Okay.
Again, I'm good at what I do. And if I say something, if you watch me, I find it interesting. You say that I'm being rude. Well, guess what? Let's just say I was rude. And okay, I was rude. Is that what? No, but you say she wasn't rude, but you were. That the caller wasn't rude. Mr. Samuels was rude. That's what your comment said. I have a problem with that.
I've also made a lot of comments, and I've also
again. I'm gonna move on to the next one. If you like my work, then understand something. If you like what I do, understand something. You're lucky you get me, because what a lot of guys would love to tell you, women, when you act the way you do, even this challenging stuff. I'm going to be honest with you. That woman don't. If I wanted to say what I really wanted to say, she didn't pay me for my session. She called the show for free and took up an hour of my time and would have continued to take more. She was lucky that I didn't hang up on her. So I'll put it to you this. That's as nice as I'm going to say it. And I will tell you another there's a reason that so many of our sisters are by themselves. You cannot take criticism. The truth is rude. The truth is negative. Who can criticize black women? Black men certainly cannot. Who can criticize you and not catch hell?
Are you saying I can't take criticism?
No, black women, all of you. Those black women. Who can criticize black women and not catch hell?
Is that the question posed to me, or are you just talking?
Yeah, I'm asking you who can criticize black women and not catch hell? Because apparently they know how to do it right. Who can do it?
I think everybody criticizes black women in general.
Okay, give me some specific people.
Let's see. You heard it's somebody I know or somebody famous. You can think about just the 50 Cent comment the other day. So
hold on. 50 Cent comments, and 50 Cent can say what he says about black women, and he doesn't catch any backlash or hell from black women.
I said everybody criticizes black women.
No, ma'am. I asked a very specific question.
Who can criticize?
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody does.
Again, I think everybody. Okay, again, I've given you multiple times to answer, and you can say everybody, but you're not telling me who.
I think anytime somebody's criticized, people always.
All right. And how old are you?
35.
35. So you're familiar with Shahrazad Ali?
No, sir.
Go Google her. Shahrazad Ali wrote a book called The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. In
Okay.
1989, she actually was one of the first black women that ever stood up and said, you know what? Black men have been put through the microscope and been analyzed and critiqued 20 ways from Sunday, but black women are the only group of people in this country who have never had our behavior analyzed or held to task. Black women in whole are above critique, above accountability. I asked you 5 times, who can criticize black women and not catch hell? And you cannot tell me one person, because you know, just like I know, anybody has anything to say about black women is going to catch hell. This is why you only get praise.
Black women get praise? Are you serious?
Okay.
But
I'm
look,
gonna get to the next. I'm gonna get to the next. I'm not gonna keep doing this. I'm not gonna keep doing. I'm not playing back and forth with you. I mean, I live in this world just like you do.
I
Black
do, and
women,
a lot
if
of,
black
and
women,
that's the thing. A lot of things you say.
I'm not doing the gaslighting thing. I'm not doing the gaslighting thing. If you live in the world of sunshine and daffodils and fairy tales, cool. But I know the world I live in, and black women, you, you, I have to be so careful about what I say, and still in my comment section, you're this, you're that, that. Anyway, hey, how to pronounce your first name, Sarah?
Soraya.
Soraya, what's going on? Are you in the danger zone?
Hey, I just found you today, so I'm so happy I got through.
Me and Soraya go back like babies with pacifiers. Old dirt dog, no liar. What's going on?
Nothing. Okay, so you might think this is a dumb question, but I just want to know.
No dumb questions.
Okay, I'm in the danger zone,
Okay.
but when I meet new guys, I never tell them my real age.
Okay.
Do you think guys are used to women lying about their age, or when they find out, is it like a big surprise?
Well, guys are used to women lying about everything, honestly. But the bigger question is, why do you feel compelled to have to not be truthful about your age?
Because I want them to get to know me and not judge me for being single at my age. And they believe me when I tell them the
Okay.
age anyways.
All right. Well, I understand, but you also got to step back and say you want to start a potential relationship with deception. That's not a good thing. How old are you?
29.
Okay. I mean, it's not like you're 60. I mean, seriously. Okay. So okay. You got to ask yourself. So, no, you don't need to lie about your age. That's not a good thing, because if you start out with deception, you open yourself up to be deceived. Are you looking to get married?
Yeah.
Any children?
No.
All right. At 29, what's the longest relationship you've ever had?
Well, I'm talking to someone now like 2 years.
You guys have been together for 2 years?
Mm-hmm. I lied to him about my age when I met him, and then
Are you guys in the same
me
city?
Yeah, we're in the same city. So when
Okay.
we went on our first trip together,
All right.
I had to give him my birthday, and he found out, and he just thought it was funny. But
All right.
it's just like, I don't know. I hope he
but-
doesn't think I'm lying about everything.
Well, the thing is, but I gotta ask: Does he want to get married?
Yeah. But he's older. He's like 50 something. So it wasn't that big of a deal, my age.
I mean, no. What I'm asking: Does he want to get married, and does he want to marry you?
Well, now he talks about it. We just hit 2 years, like Memorial Day weekend. So now,
Baby girl, all it takes, baby girl, it don't take that long when you're that old.
Really?
6 months is all it takes. I got a fraternity brother, met his girlfriend. They're gonna be married inside 6 months. Look, it don't take that long. 2 years.
I should meet someone new and not lie about my age.
Oh, first off, let me not make it personal. Let me tell you something. All you black women need to stop these 2 and 3 and 4 year relationships when you want to get married, Ain't no man gonna decide to marry you if he don't want to marry you up front. What you're telling me sounds like he. I don't want to judge him, but if you start off not being honest, I'm going to assume you weren't telling him up front when you met, hey, I'm looking to get married. You just kind of probably let it go where it goes. And that's why you got this vague open thing right now. If you truly want to get married, you're wasting your time. You need to start dealing with more marriage minded kind of men. Does that make sense? Get out of the chat room, chick. Get out of the chat room before I hang you up on you. I'm serious. Don't do that chat room stuff.
Yeah, I'm just reading the
Yeah,
comments.
I don't care about the comment. Hey, look, hey. I'm running the show and I'm not in the comment section. Turn that off.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk to you. Your picture's not up there, but you're 27. You spent 2 years. You look back over there one more again, I'm going to hang this up.
No, I'm focused.
All right. But seriously, though, you're an attractive woman. Why? Why are you wasting time?
Well, I didn't know that I needed to do it within 6 months. I mean, now it's like, okay, maybe if that's the timetable I should be looking at, then it's like, okay.
Well, I'm saying here's what I'm saying is when a man wants to get married, you going over there, close the iPad, knock the computer down. I can tell when your eyes go over there. I'm serious. No, understand something. You look back over there, I'm gonna go to the next person. Are we clear? I'm serious.
I won't.
All right. Or you can always book a session and pay for it. And you can look wherever you want to. Seriously though, you're 29. You got 2 years into this and you're hoping he decides to marry you. No. Because if he wanted to marry you at 50, whatever, he knows where K Jewelers is, Gordon's. He would have produced a ring and locked you up inside 6 months. He's going to continue letting this go as long as you let this go. If you know you want to get married, peace. Why is that so hard to hear?
I just need to give him an ultimatum and
No. Make clear, you don't give any ultimatums. You make a decision that you want to be married and say, and end it. See, if you give him an ultimatum and he doesn't want to marry you, what do you think he's going to do? Let's play this out. And you're still where you are. Give him an ultimatum, he's going to leave. Or if you give him an ultimatum and he does decide to say, okay, go buy a ring, marry me. Is that the kind of marriage you really want?
No, I wasn't going to say it like that.
But that's where you're at. And I'm trying to talk to you and talk to a lot of other women. When men know from the get-go whether or not we want to marry you. Okay? Do you believe that, yes, or don't you believe that?
I do believe that.
What city are you in?
Miami.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, you got a lot of player stuff happening in Miami. But then you
yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
You know what's coming next. Dress size?
I wear size 6 to 8.
Yeah, everybody keeps asking me to put you on. I'm not gonna put you on, I'm not gonna put you on there.
Oh, I have no makeup. I have all my serums on. I have no makeup.
I'm not going to. But she's attractive, guys. You can find another man.
Yeah, I'm not worried. It's just like.
Join my group, The Mix. Join my Facebook group, The Mix. Because, look, I don't know this man, so I'm damn sure not going to throw anything at this guy. But what you're telling me is you started updating him and you're 27, he's 50. You didn't tell him your age, and you guys have just been kind of, how long have you guys been one-on-one monogamous?
I would say a good 6 months.
Okay, so for a year and a half, y'all just join my group. I got to get to the next call. I need to bring you on the show, have a one-on-one. Join my Facebook group, come back on for a one-on-one. We'll hide your face though.
This man would surely be missed, but the Godfather lives on. Leave your thoughts, opinion, likes, and dislikes in the comment section below and hit the notification bell. Until next time.